Okay, scholars, welcome back to another edition of Math is My Jam. And we're jamming over here, and we just want you to know that we want math to become a passion for you, and we want you to fall in love with math. Math is going to be our jam. Now, in today's video, we're going to work on subtracting on a number line. Our most recent video was about adding on a number line, so this is kind of just the opposite. It's just an inverse operation. So pay attention and let's jam out to it. Let's start. Our first problem today is going to be 5 minus 7. And so again, if you remember, we're going to place our first dot at the number 5. When we move 7 spaces to the left, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we actually end up at -2. And so our answer for 5 minus 7 is actually -2. Again, start here wherever your starting point is. That's where you want to begin. And then subtraction tells us we're going to be moving to the left on our number line. And again, be mindful that as we move to the left on our number line, our numbers are actually getting smaller, or they're having less value. So even though the digits may be greater digits, for example, we have -3 and then 4 and then 5. Don't let that trick you, because of the negative is telling you it's that many spaces less than 0. It's away from 0. And so the farther we go on our number line to the left, the smaller the value. And so this time we're going to do a different type of problem. This one is -4 minus -5. And if you notice here, guys, there's a double negative. And there's a special thing that we can do. When we have a double negative like this, or we have two negatives that are side by side, what we're going to do is something we call keep, change, change. So we're going to keep the first thing, which is -4. We're going to keep that the same, but we're going to change, and then we're going to change those signs. So essentially, what we're going to end up with is -4 plus +5. As you can see, all we have here now is -4 plus the +5, as we said. So now we're ready to go ahead and start our problem. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place a dot at my starting point. My starting point is, you got it, -4. All right, let's do another one. We're going to do -5 minus -3. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try this one on your own, and then we'll pick up from there. Okay, so it's time to check your answer. Our starting point is going to be at -5. So I'm going to place a dot. If you remember from our previous question, when we have a double negative like this, when we have two negatives side to side or back to back, however you want to say it, we know that we can do keep, change, change. So we're going to keep -5 as it is, and we're going to change the two symbols that are side to side, that are almost touching, right? So we keep the -5, we change the negative or the minus sign, and we change the negative sign, so they're positive. So now we have -5 plus 3. Again, my dot starts at -5. That's going to be my starting point. And I'm just going to move to the right 3 spaces. Okay, that's it. So my answer is actually going to be -2. So again, -5 minus -3 is -2. Okay, for our final question, this one is always a little bit tricky for people starting out, because we have -2 minus 5. We have a negative number subtracting a positive number. That can be a little bit confusing, but not to worry. If I'm going to -5, again, subtraction tells us I need to move to the left. So I'm going to move to the left 5 spaces. When I move to the left 5 spaces, I end up on -7. So I know that -2 minus 5 is -7. Okay, so I hope that I helped make it a little bit more clear for you guys. Leave me a comment, leave me some feedback. If you'd like to see some more examples, just let me know. I'll create another video. But again, if you haven't already, guys, hit subscribe, do a little bit of dancing, because math is our jam. Math is going to be your jam. Just make sure you guys stay locked in, stay subscribed, so you can get an update every time we upload a new video. Your likes and your subscribes helps us to be able to create new content.